What is climate change? Climate change is the long-term change in the average weather patterns that have come to define Earth's local, regional, and global climates.
What causes climate change? There are many causes for climate change, like the strength of the sun. Majority of the energy that affects the earth originates from the sun. The energy output from the sun is not constant. It varies over time, and that's what has an impact on our climate. Another cause for climate change is the changes in Earth's orbit. Its orbit may be circular at times, but it also can be ellipse, which means it's closer to the sun and cause for Earth's climate change to get warmer. Ocean currents as well can be a cause for climate change because they carry a lot of Earth's heat. Because the direction of the currents move, which causes different areas to get hotter and colder. Lastly, another major cause for climate change is the greenhouse effect. It begins when the sun reaches the earth and some energy reflects back into space, but some of the energy is reabsorbed and re-radiated as heat. Majority of the heat is absorbed by the greenhouse gases and gets reflected into many various directions, warming the earth's atmosphere.
Are humans responsible for climate change? Well, each year since 1977 has been warmer than the 20th century average, with 16 of the 17 warmest years on record occurring since 2001, and 2016 was the warmest year recorded. Scientists have discovered that Earth's atmosphere warmth has been caused by humans putting too much carbon in the air. Examples are the burning of coal, gas, oil, and the burning of forests or cutting down of forest. As seen in this chart, you can see that humans have an effect because the CO2 in the Earth's atmosphere has increased each year since 1958 to 2015. Since then, technology has only advanced, which can partake in the CO2 increasing.
What are some impacts that climate change has put upon us? One extremely relevant consequence of climate change is that it increases our chances of future pandemics. For example, COVID-19 arises from a bat, which is called a zoonotic disease, which is a disease that can be transferred from animals to people. Since we contract it on animals and their habitats, we cause more contact with animals, thus increasing our chances of zoonotic diseases. Another thing is climate change can have an impact on is our economy. Climate change and its impacts across the globe will threaten the bottom lines of businesses. The frequency and the intensity of its extreme weather, both in the United States and other several countries, will eventually damage many factories, supply chains, operations, and other infrastructures, and disrupt transport.
Here are some more impacts of climate change. Good news is that climate change also provides many business opportunities in the future. The Carbon Disclosure Project states that 225 of the 500 biggest companies believe that because of climate change, it could generate over $2.1 trillion. There will be much more opportunity in clean energy, such as solar. It is also predicted that human health and productivity will be affected. If the temperature rises 4.5 Celsius by 2090, 9,300 more people will die in America because the increase in heat. The most vulnerable populations will be the elderly, children, low-income communities, communities of color. Increase in the temperatures will also spread diseases such as the Zika, West Nile, and dengue into new places.
As for some evidence for climate change, you can see that the world is about 1 degree Celsius warmer than before. You can also see that the 20 warmest years on record all occurred in the past 22 years, with 2015 through 18 making up the top four.